And welcome, folks. Welcome to the show. Baldur's Gate, the Enhanced Edition. This is a remake of the original game, with where they basically enhanced the what's it called? The visuals, added some more dialogue and such. It's pretty good. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Boink. Ooh, a Nietzsche quote. Well, that was an interesting intro. I wonder if we'll meet that sinister looking guy again. Let's see. You can play this in multiplayer, but today we are going for the single player experience. And we're going for a let's see. If I do a new game... I have to create a character first. So, who shall we make? Let's see. I think I'll go with a lady. Many of these are portraits of characters already in the game, but they can the character portraits can be switched out if you happen to encounter a character whose portrait you use for your own character. She's pretty cool. Druid of some sort? Huh. No, I think I like this one. You can see she has a two-handed sword, and she's wearing armor. Yeah, I think that would make a nice character. What kind of race do we want? We can be human, elf, humans. They get some bonuses for these, some other things. Elves. This is very big for elves. The 90% resistance against charm and sleep magics. There's a lot of useful things here. Half elves are mixed, so they get a little bit of both. Gnomes are really small, and therefore make good thieves and such. Excuse me. Halflings, nah. Dwarf. Well, dwarf do have some cool things. Half orcs. Nah, I think I'm going to go with the boring human. And now the character class. Let's go for... I haven't played a Paladin before. Let's try that. This is the basic Paladin. These are variations. This is the things they have. This is the Cavalier. Is against Fiends, which is, I think, demon types, and Draconics or dragons. Inquisitor is against wizards, basically. The Undead Hunter speaks for itself. The Blackguard is the evil counterpart to the Paladin. But I think I'll try the basic Paladin. Alignment. There's only one choice because you're a Paladin. And at the time this was made, the role-playing game it's based on, which is, what do you call it? Dungeons and Dragons. You could only be a lawful good Paladin. Later I think they altered it so that you could be basically a champion of a specific god or pantheon, and then you could have a whole spread of different alignments depending on which god or pantheon you worship. Anyway, abilities. These vary from 3 to 18. 3 is very low, 18 is very high. Since she's going to be a combat, a close combat person, she'll need good strength, because higher strength means you deal more damage. Intelligence is mostly used for wizards. Wisdom is for priests, which you need a bit of, so that you can get, you can actually use priest spells that you get as a paladin at level 9, I think. Charisma is very important, and you can have a minimum of 17. But you always want to max out at 18, because that gives you discounts and at stores and stuff as well. And some other useful things, but as you can see, dexterity for the paladin doesn't really matter. Strength needs to be at least 12. Constitution at least 9. Intelligence at least 3. So if you wanted to, you could have an illiterate paladin who can't even use a scroll. Wisdom is important, like I said, because of your spells. Dexterity is for thieves. Now you can fiddle with these, or you can do and if you get this up to 18, you get a random percentage. That's these two behind the dash. And the higher this is, the better, because the easier it is to get to up to strength 19. And strength 19 is so powerful, because then you're getting into giant levels of strength, and that's really powerful. You start doing incredible amounts of damage. But we have here a total of... This is not a very high strength. And this is a total roll, that's all these numbers together, of 83. That's not very high. I've seen it go up to mid 90s, although that's rare. But yeah, if you have 6 times 18, that's 60, 70. You can get pretty high rolls, and you basically want to have the highest total you can get, but also check your strength in this case. Because for a sorceress, for instance, it wouldn't really matter for the percentage, because intelligence doesn't have percentages. It just goes up to 18 and that's it. So I'm going to reroll. This is a lesser roll because we had 83, so we're going to reroll. This is 75. This could take a while till I get a good high roll, but that's okay. I'll cut the recording and skip to when I'm done, so you don't have to watch me reroll for half an hour. See you on the other side, folks.